I'm going to share with you the one piece of fitness equipment that's completely revolutionized the way that I train. It can be used by basically anyone with any level of fitness. It's extremely versatile and can be used to train pretty much any muscle group. And it's portable, so you can take it with you on the go. I've always naturally gravitated toward body weight training because you can do it basically anywhere, even when you don't have access to loads of gym equipment. One of the drawbacks that usually come with it is that your exercise selection is quite limited when all you have available is your body weight and the floor. I found that a lot of my workouts were a lot of push and very little pull, which, if left unchecked, can lead to a bunch of postural issues that you're probably better off avoiding. That's when I decided to invest in a set of gymnastics rings. And let me tell you, it's probably one of the best health investments I have ever made. Keep in mind that I'm no gymnast. I'm just some guy that likes to train to stay in shape, put on a bit of muscle, and keep my joints healthy. One of the biggest benefits of gymnastic ring training that I like to push is that they're amazing for teaching you how to engage your core properly and stabilizing yourself. Typically, when you take away stability from a movement, the more challenging it becomes, and the more room that you have for growth and adaptation. Take, for example, a comparison between a regular push-up using the floor and one using the rings. The floor is a stable surface that's not going anywhere, no matter how hard you dig into it. Compare that with push-ups that are done using rings instead, where you're forced to engage your core and stabilize yourself to minimize the jittering and trembling you'll experience when you first start using them. There's also the added benefit that you can access a much deeper range of motion when using rings. Whereas when you're doing push-ups on the ground, you're basically forced to stop the moment your chest touches the floor. And for anyone looking to put on significant amounts of muscle mass, that eccentric portion of the movement where you're lowering yourself is where most of the growth is happening. Even if you're someone who prefers weightlifting, you'd still benefit from using rings because of the tremendous amount of carryover that you'll get from using them. I can guarantee that if you incorporated some ring training into your routine, you'd see your numbers in the gym completely skyrocket. I actually made a video a little while back of a calisthenics workout I did using gymnastics rings, which I'll link in the comments below for those of you that want to check it out. The thing that I like the most about the rings, hands down, probably has to be their portability. They're basically a gym that fit in your backpack. Whenever I don't have access to a gym while traveling, I'll carry my rings with me and set them up on pretty much any stable surface I can find, like a swing set or a tree, and you're basically good to go. Just make sure that the surface that you're attaching them to is actually stable. The last thing you want to do is injure yourself because you hooked them up to a branch that was on the verge of breaking. The set of rings that I have, which I'll link in the description below, is also length adjustable, so you can make them as long or as short as you'd like. This makes it so that you can do virtually any kind of exercise on them, from push-ups to rows to dips to pull-ups and chin-ups. You're quite literally only limited by your creativity, and you can scale the exercises you do to any fitness level. Whether you're a complete beginner or you've been training for years, there's a ring variation for everything. For those of you that are looking for a great resource on how to incorporate rings into your training, Overcoming Gravity by Stephen Lowe, which I've also linked in the description, is a great place to start. Regardless of where you're at in your fitness journey, it provides you with a lot of valuable information from exercise physiology to how to properly design a workout routine, and comes with a massive library of exercises with a heavy focus on ring training. For more examples on how to incorporate gymnastics rings into your training, check out this video here.